Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I will be showing you guys how to make $7 to $8 million in one day. You read the title correctly. That is from this event week. So this event week goes on from the 17th to the 23rd, and you can still use this guide after that day, but you will probably be making half of what you're making here. Instead of making, $7 to $8 million, you will probably be making $3 to $4 million a day, but it's still pretty good money. So what we're going to be doing for this event week is we're going to be buying supplies for all of our MC businesses, including document forgery. So for this video, you will need the 5 MC businesses. You will need the bunker. The nightclub also helps, and also 2 crate warehouses. Does not matter on the size. It doesn't matter on the size of the warehouse. It's just 2 warehouses in general. And the majority of this guide is solo friendly. So the majority of this you can do solo, but at the end you will need 2 other people to help you sell. I highly recommend having 2 other people to help you sell. And you can help your friends sell back because it's double money also in the sales. You also get some money there. And for a day, what I'm basically going to be using to judge this, so about 5 to 6 hours of playing, 5 to 6 hours of playing, you can sell the majority of businesses. The only business you can't sell after 5 to 6 hours is the bunker, because that thing takes about 12 hours to fill up. But, buy supplies for that place, let it produce, while you're doing other things. And, at the end of the day, make sure to sell the bunker as well. So buy supplies for all of your businesses, including document forgery, and, have the nightclub producing this one. Have nightclub producing South American imports, cargo and shipment, pharmaceutical research, cash creation, and sporting goods. Those are the 5 best ones to produce in the nightclub. Have that producing while you have all of your businesses also on supplies. Now, what you can do is you can do one of 2 things. The first thing that you could do is you could do my per hour method, which I will be showing you coming up. Or the second thing is, even if you don't have that much time to play, that day, you have other things to do, you have homework to do, you're going to work, other things in general, you just don't have time to play. What you can do, buy supplies for these businesses, have the nightclub producing, and then after your supplies are delivered, make sure your supplies are delivered first, you can go AFK on these security cameras. You go to any security camera, in the MC businesses, the bunker, or the nightclub, you can go on these security cameras, and you will not be kicked. If you are on the Xbox, I believe you need to turn off something in your idle settings, but you will not be kicked as long as you are on these security cameras. You can also sit down on the TV in your apartment. So this is a way for your businesses to produce. You're paying for the supplies, and your businesses will produce, and you won't have to worry about getting kicked. So when you come back to the game, hours later, doing whatever when you finish doing whatever you were doing, you can come back and sell your businesses. So what would you be doing if you're not going to be going AFK? If you're planning on playing for the next few hours, what else could you do to maximize profit? So here, let me show you guys what you would be doing in those 5 to 6 hours of playing. Let's show it right here. Okay, so what we are going to be doing in between while each business produces is this, and I'm also judging this based on a per hour method. This, what you see right here, is what I'm doing in an hour. This took me about 61 minutes to do, so about an hour. So what I like to do is about every 48 minutes, I like to sell a vehicle at Los Santos Customs. Got 8,200 there. It's a little bit of money, but it's easy money just for stealing a car. Then what I do is I go right to my terabyte, and this is very simple. All I basically do now is I source a top range car. And to source top range cars, you need to have around 10 standard and 10 mid range cars in your vehicle warehouse, and then you will only spawn top range cars. But do not fill up the warehouse with just top range cars, because then eventually mid and standard range will start spawning. So right here you guys see I delivered a top range car. Let me just take this right into the warehouse. And then I'm going to go to the computer, and I'm just going to sell it. And this type of lobby, you want to find a lobby that has very few people in it, like 3 to 5 people. That's like the best kind of lobby to find. You want at least one person to be in that lobby, because when you do import, export, sell missions, then there will be no enemies spawning on the delivery missions. There will be some enemies spawning on certain, resupply missions for import-export, but no enemies will spawn on delivery missions. So have like a few friends in there, find a solo public and get at least one person in there, or you could find a lobby with just 1 or 2 people in there. That's the best kind of lobby to work for. Complete solo lobbies not going to work the best here. So then what we do is we go right back to the terabyte after we source that top range car. Now the terabyte is going to be your best friend on this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be choosing 2 warehouses. I'm choosing Darnell Bros and West Vinewood warehouses for this. It does not matter on the warehouse. It's just 2 warehouses that you own. So here I'm choosing those 2. And what I'm going to be doing is delivering 3 crates to Darnell Bros. If you have like a specific mission like this, drops, use a vehicle like the thruster or the oppressor. It'll speed it up pretty quickly. So right there we delivered 3 crates. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go right back to the terabyte and now pick up 3 crates and deliver them to West Vinewood, the second warehouse. So right here, I delivered them to West Vinewood. It's delivered there. Those 2 warehouses each have 3 crates in them. Okay, moving on, I'm going right back to the Terabyte, and now I'm sourcing 3 crates again, and delivering this to Darnell Bros. So now Darnell Bros is going to have 6 crates in it. We're going to deliver right here. I was just waiting for my personal vehicle to spawn. It's a good idea to spawn your personal vehicle right outside before you deliver. That way it makes it a little easier because you can get right to your vehicle. In this case, it was a jetpack for me. So I delivered that there. Now that warehouse is at 6 crates, and right after that, a business battle spawns. So if you see these business battles, go for them because it's extra money and it will help fill up your nightclub. Your nightclub will be producing as well as your MC businesses and your bunker while you're doing this. And again, remember to resupply those businesses. Every 2 hours, make sure to resupply those businesses. So right here, clearing out these enemies, going to get 1 bag, and then my friend, he got another bag. He was also in here. We delivered it to the warehouse, and let's see how much we get. I think I got 10,500 here because I delivered 1 bag. If you deliver 2 bags or you get a vehicle with those 2 nightclub crates in them, it'll pay around $20,000. Here I got 10,500, and I'm filling up my nightclub, so make sure to take advantage of those business battles. They spawn every 15 minutes so long as it's not a lobby where, we have more than 6 people, because then, free mode activities will spawn also. So right after that, just went right back to the Terabyte, and we spawned 3 crates, delivered them there to West Vinewood, and we got 6 crates there. I'm going to deliver them to Darnell Bros. So let's deliver another crate to Darnell Bros. And just do these crates. It's back-to-back, 3 crates at those 2 warehouses. They have a 5-minute cooldown. And in between, you can do the other crate mission. So delivered it to Darnell Bros now. Darnell Bros now has 9 crates. And I'm going to deliver my last crates to West Vinewood right here, and that's going to have 9 crates also. 9 crates is the amount that I recommend you deliver to. That's going to be 3 crates for 3 crate missions for each warehouse, and that is going to sell for 126,000, but you can get a bigger bonus in a populated lobby. And the reason I recommend selling 9 crates is because that's going to ensure a solo sale. If you sell 10 crates, you could have 2 delivery vehicles. If you sell 9 crates, you're always going to have 1 delivery vehicle. So right after that, 15 minutes passed me doing all those activities, and we had another business battle spawn. So I delivered this to the warehouse, delivered that right there. And I'm filling up, my nightclub warehouse. I'm almost at $500,000 here, and I'm getting extra money also in my bank. That's being put in there right away. So right after that, we're going to be doing our final activity in the hour. We're pretty much at like 50 minutes here. So what I'm doing now is I'm sourcing another top range car, delivering it right to the warehouse, and then delivering it there. It's 50% more money on these vehicles also. Got $150,000. But again, remember, it's also a little bit more to upgrade the car. That's going to be a little bit more expensive also. So that's what we would be doing every hour. So, if you want to make some extra money while your businesses are producing, this is personally what I would be doing each hour. So now let's move on to the sales. Say that you're doing this method for a few hours now, and now you're ready to sell your businesses. Let's go on to selling our businesses. Okay, so now we're going to be selling everything, and a few hours have passed, and we're going to be selling our first crate warehouse, 9 crates here. It's going to be 1 vehicle. We got the Cuban plane. Delivered that. We got 151,200. Could have got a little more, but the lobby wasn't entirely full here. But I do recommend selling in populated lobbies because you can make massive bonuses back. And if anybody goes after you, all you gotta do is just basically close your application or find a new session, and you can get the majority of your stuff back. You just lose a tiny bit. So we sold a second crate warehouse, got 154,000 instead of 126,000. Made a nice bonus there. Now we're moving on to our first MC business, and we're gonna be selling document forgery here. Selling document forgery for $252,000. That's going to be a $2,520 bonus per player. And let's see how much we get here. Using the thruster here makes this mission a little easier. Make the delivery here. Let's see how much we get from this. Believe it's like 300,000 something. Okay, so it's $312,480. Nice. Let's move on to the next business. Moving on to selling counterfeit cash here. We are selling it for $588,000. It's a $5,880 bonus per player. My friend's about to deliver the truck here. So yeah, it is worth selling in these populated lobbies because you can just make massive bonuses. And because it's double money, that 1% bonus is going to count towards the double money amount. So you can get even more money. And like I said, if anybody goes after you, you're worried about your stuff getting destroyed, just close your application. I've had a few incidents here, but, I just close app, get right back in the game, still have the majority of my stuff back, sold it there for $729,000, made plenty of money. Okay, now we're moving on to meth, selling that for $714,000. That's going to be a $7,000 bonus per player, and we got $892,500. Nice, we made a massive bonus there, over a $150,000 bonus there. Okay, moving on to our next business. Now we're going to be selling weed business here, selling for $504,000. That's going to be a $5,000 bonus per player, and we sold it for $630,000. So you see, we can make massive bonuses selling in these populated lobbies. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be selling our nightclub, and I'm selling this for $549,000. I personally recommend selling the nightclub when it's over $1 million because the max cut that Tony will take will be $100,000. But here I just wanted to sell it just to add on to the guide, showing that you can make a decent amount from it. So we sold that. Now we're moving on to our last MC business. We're going to be selling cocaine, selling that for $840,000. And we got, look at that, $1,041,600. That's a $201,000 bonus. Nice. Now we're going to be moving on to our last business, the bunker. Let's go to it. We're selling a full bunker, and it's selling for $2,100,000. That's going to be a $21,000 bonus per player. That is going to be our biggest bonus, and let's see how much we make. Look at that, $2,600,000. We have made a $500,000 bonus there, so an extra $500,000 just for selling in that populated lobby. So now let's deposit that money that we made from the warehouses into the bank, and now let's move on to the calculations. I'm going to calculate exactly how much we can make in a day, how much per hour. I hope this guide is helpful to people. Let's move on to the calculations here. Okay, so our first calculations chart here represents the per hour method, what we're going to be doing in between while our businesses are producing. Remember to resupply the businesses every 2 hours, buy full supplies for them. So now we sell one vehicle, every 48 minutes. That's a little bit extra money that you can get basically for no work, just taking a car, driving it to Los Angeles Customs. Let's say you get a good car, that's $8,000 there. We sell one top range car. Now this is with the 50% extra bonus this week, so it's also, the fee's also a little bit more. Instead of $20,000, it's $30,000, but we can get $150,000 back. That would be basically $120,000 profit per car, and then we get a second top range car there. Remember, to get top range cars in your warehouses, have around 10 standard and 10 mid-range cars, and then you will be sourcing those top range cars. Now our first crate warehouse, 9 crates has 3 missions. We're going to be investing $54,000 in that because it's $18,000 per each mission, so 3 missions, $54,000. Sells for a regular amount of $126,000. The max that we could get is $157,500. That is the max that you can get in a full 30-player lobby. The max that you can get back is a 25% bonus. So if it's a 26-player lobby and you are selling it by yourself, there's 25 other players, yeah, that'll be the max that you get, $157,500. That's still pretty good money. And if you subtract the investment, $54,000 from that, that's still over $100,000 profit there. So that's pretty good money for those missions. Now, let's say that we do 2 business battles like I did also. If you see those business battles spawn in between, do them. Because, you get extra money in your bank account, and you're also helping to fill up your nightclub even faster. So that's extra money there. $20,000 each business battle cash, $40,000 in total, plus, what we got in the nightclub storage. And the total would be $663,000, all of that added. And we subtract, the investments for the top range cars and also the warehouse crates. That's $168,000. And we get $495,000 per hour. That's how much I've rounded it up to. That is almost $500,000. $500,000 per hour. That is pretty good. So, if you're doing something on GTA, you're not just waiting there for your businesses to produce. You want to do something in the meantime to make money. This is a good way to make some extra cash while your businesses are producing. $495,000 per hour. Let's move on to the business chart now, and let's take a look at calculations for that. Okay, so now this is the chart for the business sales that we made, and red represents what we invested, green represents the amount that we sell before the bonus, and the gold represents the final amount that we sold for. So for document forgery, you buy 1 batch of full supplies. It produces most of it, like 90% of it. You might need a little bit extra supplies there to produce the final batch, but basically 1 batch will produce the majority of it, so that's $252,000. Again, remember, this would double money on the MC businesses, and we sold it in that lobby for $312,480. The max that it could sell for would be $315,000. Still, we made pretty good money just from document forgery alone. For the weed business, that's 2 full batches of supply, $75,000 each, $150,000. Sells for $504,000, $5,000 bonus per player. We sold it for $630,000. And for counterfeit cash, we invested $150,000, 2 batches of full supplies, and it is selling for $588,000, and we sold it for $729,120. Pretty good profit there. Now for meth, we have to invest 3 batches of full supplies, but meth and coke, it basically takes 2.5 batches of full supplies. So even though you're buying 3 batches of supplies, you'll still have half a batch of supplies for your next product. So it would be selling for $714,000, and we sold it for $892,500. Pretty good. And as the amount increases, the bonuses as well. So for Coke, 3 batches of full supplies sells for $840,000, and we sold it for $1,041,600. That is a $201,000 bonus. Nice there. So now we're moving on to our nightclub. We were selling it for $549,500, and we sold it for $613,230. The reason the bonus wasn't so big there is because the bonus is subtracted from the amount that Tony takes, because here he would be basically taking about a $50,000 cut. He takes about 10%, so it'll be subtracted from that. So it was about $500,000. That is where the bonus was coming from, not the $549,000. But still, we made pretty good money there. I personally recommend selling the nightclub over $1 million, because the max that Tony will take is $100,000. With anything over $1 million, you're making a little bit more money there. Tony takes less of a cut. I just sold it the way it was here because I wanted to show you guys that you could also add on the nightclub here and make more money from that. So for the bunker, it takes 5 batches of full supplies. Bunker takes the longest to produce, takes about 12 hours, around 12 hours to produce. So, if you're not doing something, you got to do homework, or, you're doing something else, watching TV, anything that you're doing, you're not playing GTA, just leave your game on, sit on those cameras, you could sit on the TV in your apartment also and let it produce. And basically, at the end of the day, or maybe even the next day, you can sell your bunker. That's what I do a lot. And I was selling the bunker for $2,100,000, but I got $2,604,000 back. That is a $21,000 bonus. And now for the total, if we add up everything together, all of this, we got $6,822,930. We subtract $1,200,000. That is all the supplies that we invested in. The only thing I didn't add on in there was the crate purchases, because I'm going to have that a little later in the $495,000. So we subtract that, we get $5,622,930, but we add on $2,475,000. That is from that per hour method. So let's say that we're doing it for 5 hours. You play the game for 5 hours and you're doing that method right there. That's $495,000 times 5. That was that $2,475,000, and we make a profit of $8,097,930. Nice. We made plenty of money, a lot of money today. We made decent amount for not too much work. So I hope that this guy has helped people out. I hope that people find this useful for this week, take advantage of it. And if you're really pushing it, you could probably make even more. You play for a few more hours, you could probably push it up to $9 million. But I would say around $7 to $8 million. That's how much I would be making for that day, playing in a regular game time. So I hope that you guys found this guide helpful. If you did, drop a like. And if you're new to my channel, enjoy my content, subscribe. Any questions, comments, or concerns about this guide, let me know down below. I'll try to reply to as many people as I can. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.